So I just landed in New York City this morning at JFK, and I came to a synagogue here in New York City. See, it doesn't look like Israel. I had an interesting incident. I saw that someone in front of me in synagogue was carrying a pistol. It was concealed, but I can tell he was carrying a pistol. So after the prayers ended in synagogue, I said, "Hey, are you carrying a pistol?" And he goes, "Who's asking?" I totally took a step back, like totally shocked that someone should be asking, which at first was a little weird. Like, hey, it's just a simple question. But I realized, okay, I'm not in Kansas anymore. I'm not in Israel, where everyone they openly carries a gun, whether an M16 or personal pistols for all to see. So I'm like, hey, I'm from Israel. I live in Efrat, and I come from a place where a lot of people carry pistols. And I just thought it was interesting because I grew up in New York City, and never before really did I ever see someone in New York City carrying a pistol. So he said, yeah, and he explained to me it's allowed in New York City if it's concealed, but it's only if you're a part of a security team, and I'm a volunteer in the security team here in the synagogue, so I'm allowed to. But then he said something really interesting. He goes, no one has ever asked me about whether I'm carrying a pistol. You're the only person that's ever noticed, and I guess that's because you're from Israel. And then someone who heard the conversation came up and said to me after the guy left, goes, I never noticed that guy's carrying. So it just shows the difference in headspace that we're living in Israel. And I mean, this is New York City. It's not Texas, which I'm sure things are different. But the world is going to a place where, yeah, we have to take responsibility for our self-defense. Am I calling everybody to have a gun? No. But people should be open to having guns because law enforcement is not there for everybody in Western democratic countries like we used to be. I grew up in New York City in the 70s and 80s, and it was during the years of the gentrification of New York City, especially of Manhattan, and it was safe. As a little kid, I used to walk the streets of Manhattan, the Upper West Side, to synagogue during the week by myself as a little kid. Today, I don't think that many parents are that comfortable, whether in New York City or in other places. Level of safety, personal safety, is much less secure than when I was growing up in New York. And it's good. It's good that people are carrying. And more people should think about carrying. And of course, my claim as personal safety is going down the tubes in the Western democratic countries, and especially in the United States of America, and especially in democratic states and democratic cities. I want Jews to come back to be thinking, I don't want to be thinking about being safe and carrying a gun, living in New York, Teaneck, Baltimore, Miami. No, I want them to be thinking, wait, I want to be home. Not because it's safer. That's not the issue. Jews are supposed to live in Israel, in our ancestral homeland, because that's where we're supposed to live, not because it's safer, because that's fulfilling our purpose as the Jewish people to be a light into the nations in our ancestral homeland. You go through the Bible, you go through the Torah, it's all about the Jewish people supposed to be in the land of Israel or returning to the land of Israel. There is nothing in the Torah telling Jews live outside of Israel. No, we're supposed to live in Israel. We read the Torah every week. It's all about going to Israel, living in Israel, how we're supposed to act when we're in Israel, special commandments when we're living in Israel. That's our purpose. So again, while I'm happy that there's more of a consciousness, even in America and even in New York City, to carry for safety, to carry a weapon to be safe, whether in your community, a synagogue, for your family. But ultimately, I want fellow Jews to wake up and realize we're not supposed to be here. We're supposed to be living in Israel. And yeah, we're going through terror and we're going through a war, and it's not as safe as it was, as it will be. But again, remind yourselves, We are not supposed to live in Israel because it's the safest place to be. We're supposed to be living in Israel because we're the Jewish people, the chosen people, living in the chosen homeland of the Jewish people. And that's what we're all about. So little by little, start thinking about coming home. Oh, on top of that, a lady comes up to me in the airport in Tel Aviv, right, Ben Gurion. She goes, Avi, I've been following you. I've been in touch with you. You helped me make Aliyah. I lived in New York with my family. We just came a year ago. Oh, just came 2 weeks ago, right? Within a year, 2 weeks ago or 2 months ago. Thank you so much. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear fellow Jews realizing, yeah, they're coming home because it's home. That's it. Come home because it's home. All right, everybody? In the meantime, I'm here in the New York area. Don't have that much time, but if you're around, give me a shout out. So send me a message. So if I'm able to meet up with you, it will be a pleasure to meet up with you. Otherwise, definitely, when you come to Israel, to hopefully make Aliyah, let me know. Or if you're coming for a visit, not yet Aliyah, not yet. Yet is the operative word. So we can meet up in Israel. In the meantime, get that Jewish home consciousness in your head. No matter how long you're living here or what your kids are up to, start thinking, I want to go home. Whether it's a 2-year plan, a 5-year plan, a 10-year plan, make that plan. Talk about it with your husband, with your wife, with your children, with your parents. Start getting it in your head, in your mind space. We're going home. It'll make it that much easier. There you go. Pulse of Israel episode from New York City. Can't wait to give you the pulse from our ancestral homelands. If you are not yet a subscriber, go to pulseofisrael.com and click to subscribe for the belief-based, inspiring, politically incorrect truth, telling you like it is about Israel, a freedom-loving world, and the Jewish people. And we're a donor-based operation. We're getting censored everywhere. Just this morning, I got 2 messages about people that they want to share our videos, that they're getting removed by Facebook automatically. They post them, boom, get removed. We need everyone to be seeing our messages, our videos, and we need your help. Every once in a while, click on the donate button on pulseofisrael.com to assist us in being able to reach more people outside of social media. That's not helping us, it's hurting us. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for watching.
Pulse of Israel, frontline videos from the Holy Land. Support our work by donating today.